now.
Let me ask you guys, look, we started off this segment mentioning the Chiefs, that they would be on the outside looking in right now. However, they're still the betting favorite to win the Super Bowl. Where do the Chiefs line up for you, Pete, when it comes to the postseason?
Oh, I think they'll be there. And if they get in there, they're going to be dangerous. Now, it's going to be different. I mean, they might have to go out on the road as a wild card team. And if you go out on the road as a wild card team, they haven't done that. That'll be definitely different for them. But look, when they get guys back healthy and everybody's starting to get back healthy, I think when you look at it from that standpoint, you know Mahomes is going to get the ball down the field. The defense can really crank it up in the playoffs. They're as big a threat as anybody in the NFL. I just think they're going to have to do it differently this year because they're probably going to have to go out on the road as a wild card team.
Yeah, and I agree with you. You talk about the Chiefs currently sitting third in the AFC West. It's just about getting healthier and finding ways to win ball games. That's the thing. That's the difference between this team currently and then compared to what we've seen in years past. One possession games they have lost. Years past, they found ways to win those said games. And then we look at their schedule coming off the bye. You got to travel to Denver. You have the Colts. Thanksgiving, you have Dallas on CBS. And then you have Houston, the Chargers, Denver, and the Raiders, and of course Tennessee. So you have three important divisional games that you need to take care of along with the other games that I mentioned, because right now you're fighting from behind and you will need some chaos to happen in front of you to pave the way for you to get into the playoffs, because it's going to be a sticky race. And with them losing some winnable games earlier in the year, potentially, if they don't take care of their business, Pete, those games could come back to haunt them if they're on the outside looking in once the playoff starts.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. November is by far their hardest month. Guys, we appreciate.
They're doubting us again. They're saying the dynasty's slipping. But Kansas City doesn't fade. We fight. This bye week isn't rest, it's redemption. This is the moment the kingdom rises again. We all felt it. That surge of hope, that electricity, that heartbeat racing again when Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy stepped back onto the field. You could feel Arrowhead exhale. Suddenly the offense wasn't empty, wasn't slow, wasn't lifeless anymore. It was alive, explosive, dynamic. The spark was back, and with it came the swagger we'd been missing. For the first time all season, the Chiefs' offense looked like what we all knew it could be. One of the most dangerous arsenals in the entire NFL. In that stretch, Kansas City averaged more than 31 points per game. That wasn't luck. That was rhythm. That was connection. That was Mahomes finding his groove again with a full set of weapons. It should have been the launch pad, the moment we all said, yeah, they're back. This is the Chiefs we know. But then came the wall. A 28-21 stumble against the Buffalo Bills. A game that felt off from the very first drive. Patrick Mahomes, usually unstoppable, couldn't find the end zone. Passes sailed just a little too far. Drives stalled just a little too soon. It was one of his roughest outings, and you could sense the frustration. For a team that prides itself on execution, on rising to every challenge, this one stung. Still, let's get one thing straight. 5-4 at the halfway mark isn't a crisis. It's a challenge. It's a reminder that greatness doesn't come without resistance. The Chiefs started this season 1-2, battling through injuries, suspensions, and uncertainty. Now they sit third in the AFC West, behind the Broncos and the Chargers, two teams that are catching fire, but neither with Kansas City's pedigree. The path back to the postseason is still there. It always is for the Chiefs. But to get there, this team has to play like champions, not survivors. And that's what this bye week is for. This is not just a break, it's a lifeline, a window to regroup, to breathe, to heal. It's the calm before the storm that can redefine the rest of the season. Every great team in NFL history has faced this exact crossroad, the point where the narrative can shift. Will they fold or will they fight? Will they retreat or will they rise? For Kansas City, this is the moment to rise. The 5 quick facts after that Buffalo game told the truth. We battled, we clawed our way back, but we didn't finish. And that's what needs to change. This team has the firepower to put anyone away. Now it needs the killer instinct to close. The offense? We've seen the potential. Rashee brings yards after the catch, Xavier stretches the field vertically, and Mahomes remains the most gifted quarterback on the planet. But consistency is the key. Too many early downs lost momentum. Against Buffalo, 11 of 23 first downs went for 3 yards or less. That can't happen. Every play matters now. Every drive must carry intention. Third downs? Same story. The Chiefs converted just 3 of 13. The Bills? 7 of 12. That's not a talent issue. It's a focus issue. These are fixable things. And with Andy Reid's experience and Mahomes' leadership, they will be fixed. Health is critical too. January football belongs to the teams that stay healthy, stay deep, and stay connected. That's what made Kansas City's recent Super Bowl runs possible. The unity, the next man up mentality, the refusal to break. And above all, it comes down to belief, culture, identity. The Chiefs aren't just another team chasing the postseason. They are the standard, the measuring stick for excellence in the modern NFL. The rest of the league doesn't just want to win, they want to beat Kansas City. That target on their backs isn't a burden, it's a badge of honor. So here's what I believe. This is the turning point. The arrow isn't falling, it's rising. Slowly, steadily, dangerously. The Chiefs don't need momentum handed to them, they'll create it. They'll forge it in every rep, every adjustment, every locker room speech. The talent is there, the coaching is there, the championship DNA is there. All that's missing now is that final ignition spark, and this bye week could be it. Picture it, Arrowhead Stadium roaring again, red and gold swirling like fire in the cold night air. Mahomes finding Kelce in stride, Worthy streaking downfield, Rice fighting through tackles, Chris Jones blowing up the pocket, the crowd shaking the ground. The Chiefs aren't chasing anyone anymore. They're hunting. They're setting the pace, dictating the standard. That AFC West crown, it's still theirs to lose. So to every member of the kingdom watching right now, don't lose faith. Don't let the noise fool you. The Chiefs aren't done. They're resetting. They're reloading. And when they come out of this bye week, they'll be ready to remind the NFL what greatness looks like. Feel it in your chest. The comeback isn't coming. It's already building. The Chiefs will stand up. The Chiefs will earn it. The Chiefs will conquer.